Alright, what is up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, I'm going to be doing a video breakdown. I call this Everyday Evals, I guess I'll still call it that, where we go in certain players that I want to talk about and stuff and kind of go through a film breakdown and look at how they've been doing this season and all this stuff like that. Today's video, we're doing it on Evan Mobley, my guy Evan Mobley. He's having such a great season this year, kind of a breakout year for him, and I really want to break it down and show how he's having such an impactful and great season for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what we're doing here in today's video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Join the membership. If you want to learn more about the membership, there's a video on my channel expanding off. You can go back and watch that. Link to my Twitters, all that stuff down in the description below. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So Evan Mobley this season, having a really, really good season, you know. And this is big for Evan Mobley. You know, he came in as a rookie, already was such an impactful player. Finished second in Rookie of the Year. The Cavs made a big jump that year, even though they didn't make the playoffs. He made a big jump. He made a huge difference. You already saw his defensive potential, what he could be in the offensive end as a 6'11", 7-foot forward that can move his feet, versatile, good basketball player all around, good IQ. And it was like, man, this guy could really be something. Then his second year took a big jump, finished top 3 in DPOY at 21 years old. You know, give you 16 and 9. Defense was there. They were in the playoffs. You know, the Cavs had this big season. It was like, dang, what can Evan Mobley be in the future? People were putting kind of like Kevin Garnett, Tim, like that kind of mold out there early for Evan Mobley. Last season, though, was a little bit disappointing. His numbers dropped in terms of points per game. He went down from 16 to 15 points per game. His shot attempts went down, all of that. He also did miss a lot of time last year. He only played in 50 games last season. And there's a lot of questions about Evan Mobley kind of being like, dang, are we ever going to see an offensive jump from him? You know, are we ever going to see him really be a factor in this offense? Because a lot of his offense was kind of more like, you know, dump down, dunk, maybe a little mid-range here and there. But he couldn't really create for himself or maybe take advantage. Like, he just didn't really look there until that playoff series against the Boston Celtics, where in that playoff series, he actually was pretty solid. Had some moments where it's like, dang. You know, in that series, he was 21, 9, and 3. Jared Allen also did not play in that series, so he was the full-time 5, and that also brought a lot more questions of, like, is he a center? Is he a power forward? Do they need to trade Jared Allen? All this stuff. Coming into this season, obviously the Cavs didn't make any really offseason changes. The only thing they did was bring in Kenny Atkinson. And one of the first things that Kenny Atkinson was asked about and what he said, especially about Evan Mobley, he said, we are going to empower Evan Mobley. We're going to empower Evan Mobley to be aggressive on the offensive end, which was very, very exciting. I was really excited for it. And from day one of preseason, I remember to this day, first game against Chicago Bulls, when he came out and had that game, I said, oh my gosh, it's the Evan Mobley season. This is the year it's going to happen. We've been waiting for this year where he's going to come out and just look better on the offensive end and be aggressive on the offensive end, and he's doing it this season. The numbers don't look anything like a statistical jump, you know? Like, it doesn't look like anything insane. I mean, he's averaging career high points per game, almost 18 points per game. Rebounds are about the same at 9. Assists actually dropped from last season at 2.8. Steals are a career high with 1. Blocks 1.6 is about the average. The shooting percentages, 54, 31, 81. That's a career high from the free throw line. But three-pointer and field goal percentage is kind of average. And the shot attempts aren't like an insane jump either. I mean, 12.6 is a career high in field goal attempts. But last year he averaged 11. In his first 2 years he averaged 12. So he's taking about the same amount of shots. 3 attempts are a career high. He's taking 2 threes a game. He's shooting 31%. And free throw attempts are a career high. He's taking over 4 free throw attempts per game. So the numbers don't jump off the page in terms of MIP or jump like that. But watching him on the court, you can see like, oh shoot, Evan Mobley looks a lot better. I've been using the site called Shot Creator. It's a new site that came out. If you know the NBA, you probably know about it, but I'll link it in the description if you don't. It's such an amazing site where you can just go on and find out, look at game tape, look at everything that you want. It's literally a basketball fan's dream. That site is, and it's been really good. I've been looking at Evan Mobley's stuff, and it's just really, really cool to see. Right here, they have his shot chart on the season. So, you see, doesn't look crazy, obviously. The three is a top of the key 3. He shoots 10 for 30, 33%, which this right here says league average. League average is about 35%. The corners, He's what 3 for 10 on the season, 28, 33% below average corner 3-point shooter. The mid range has been there. The paint has been a little bit below average, but at the rim, 68% is about average. And looking at these are shot percentages where he likes to take a shot. At the rim, obviously he takes the most of his shots, 156, shoots 68% at the rim, which league average is about 65%. So he's about a little bit above average in terms of shooting at the rim. Non-rim, 38%. And then, yeah, the shooting isn't crazy yet. And then we have here shot types, which is the most interesting thing. The most shots he takes, obviously, are drives, or no, layups, I'm sorry. 90 layups, 44 for 90, 48%. In the field, see some of his stuffs here. Drives, out of 74, he shoots 52% on drives. 39 for 74. Dunks, 93%, obviously should be a thing. Finger rolls, surprisingly, 85%, 6 for 7. Hook shots, he took 35 hook shots, 43%. The cuts have been a big thing. 31 for 40 on cuts. A lot of his shots have been definitely either Donovan or Darius, one of the guards, driving, and Evan Mobley just sticking with him and a cut and a dunk. The Cavs do that a lot. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley are both, I think, top 3 in cuts this season. So the big men, the Cavs, cut in and get easy layups all the time. You see that. Fadeaways is 2 for 7, not really a post fade type of guy. Jump shots, he shoots 34%, 43% effective field goal percentage. Transitions also a way he gets a lot of his buckets. He's 14 for 18 in transition. A lot of times he's just running the floor and making easy shots happen. But yeah, you see, there's just if you watch him on the court, you can just see there's so much more aggression with him. You know, there's a lot of times, especially last couple of years, where Evan Mobley just kind of was around. A lot of his shots were literally just Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell literally dumping him the ball and saying, "Here, take it and dunk it," and he dunks it. Or it's him trying to create and he either loses the ball or he just doesn't have the strength, so he just kind of misses the shot or it looks kind of funky or whatever. The 3-point shots last year, about the end of last year after he came back from injury, he started to try to take the three a little bit, but teams still kind of let him take it. And teams still now are going to let him shoot a three rather than getting to the rim, obviously. But just him having the confidence this year, being like, you know what, you leave me open, okay, I'm gonna take the three. You know, like he's not shooting. He's shooting what 31% isn't a great percentage. You know, but the willingness to take it, at least the willingness to keep the defense honest and be like, oh, okay, you're not gonna guard me. Well, I'm gonna take this 3-pointer, and having the ability to make it sometimes is really big. But now I really wanna. I got some plays. You know, which another good thing about this site, you can download and make your own kind of highlight tapes on different players. So I got like about 9 clips of Evan Mobley this season to really show you how much better he is getting. We're gonna get into that right now. So here we go. We got about 9 clips of Evan Mobley this season. Things that he's been doing differently than last year. Things that look different. Like just the main things that making Evan Mobley have this big season. We're gonna break it down. So these are highlights. The first couple clips are gonna be highlights from the first game of the season, opening day against the Raptors. He had about 25 points in this game, and it was to show everybody, hey, this is real. You know, this is one. It wasn't just a preseason type of thing. You know. So here we go. First play. He's gonna come down the court. He's going to drive to the paint, get an easy layup right there. So, what's the point of this? A lot of the empowering Evan Mobley, as Kenny Atkinson would say, is letting Evan Mobley handle the ball. There's a lot of times in many games, if you watch the Cavaliers, that Darius Garland and Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell let Evan Mobley handle the ball and kind of play the play initiator. As you can clearly see right here. I don't know, maybe if he got the rebound or if he got something, but Don Mitchell's kind of saying, "All right, Emo, go." And so here comes Emo coming down the court, looking around. Right. I'm sorry. It's gonna. Come on. There you go. I'm gonna use the space bar instead of trying to click it random with my mouse. You know. So Emily's at top of the key. Got Bruno Fernando guarding him, and the paint is wide open. And Evan Mobley recognizes right here. See, okay, paint's wide open. Chris Boucher's over here. Scotty Barnes is over here guarding George Niang. So, you know what? Instead of taking the fake screen on Sam Merrill, I'm going right at the cup. I'm going up and finishing strong with the backboard. Backboard is your friend, and that's just one of the big things. Evan Mobley, the aggression, man. Like last year, he probably grips his ball. He probably waits, maybe gives it to Sam Merrill on a little dump off, set a screen, or he probably waits for Donovan Mitchell, you know, or if he does try to take this shot last year, it probably ends up as like a turnover or a missed shot, you know. But this year, he's like, all right, I'm going right to the bucket. I know I'm gonna get a layup out of here. He can't guard me, and there you go. Um, is this the same? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. The clips are gonna be really fast together, so it might take a little bit for me to really. Okay, next clip right here. So I don't know what happened to possession before previously, but he's got the ball at the top of the key. Again, the paint's wide open. The center, Jacoporto's guarding Isaac Coro in the corner. Got Grady Dick. He's about what 6'5". Evan Mobley is 6'11". He looks right here. He says, "Hey, free cheese, free cheese at the paint. I got Grady Dick on me. I'm going to the rim." He says, "Oh, Euro, little floater shot, bang. Jacoporto can't come out and guard that. Look at that. Really, just the say 1, 2, the Euro step. I've never seen Mobley do a Euro step before this. Look at that. Just came in, doop, doop, and look at the touch on the little floater shot goes in. There's the aggression right there. Another play. Getting guarded by Scotty Barnes. It don't matter. Get to the rim. Shot clock writing it down. Fade away. Got it. Earlier we said he doesn't shoot the ball super well on fadeaways, but he made this one. So I don't know what the situation was, but he's got the ball in the wing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Donovan Mitchell saying, "Yo, I'll take it," but then Evan Mobley's like, "Nah." So Donovan Mitchell says kind of go screen to try to get the switch, but Scotty stays true, and he's like, "All right, we got this side right here." But Scotty Barnes also is an amazing defender, by the way. So Mo tries to go. Scotty Barnes kind of bodies him. Mobley says, "All right, I'll just spin around the other way. Post fade. Got it." Just look how smooth and aggressive that move was from Evan Mobley. Last year, Evan Mobley is not doing that. Last year, Evan Mobley probably tries, and just has to take a hook shot. A really contested hook shot, or he maybe pulls up for a mid-range jumper. But this year, he's like, no, I'm going, put my body into him. I'm gonna shoot over it because I'm 6'11" and you're 6'8", and get an easy bucket. Let's go. Now another game, play against the Lakers. Evan Mobley had I think 25 as well in this game. It was a really good game from him. Here's more highlight tapes from Hemo. So here you go. Top of the key says, "Oh, I got a guard on me. I'm getting a bucket." Look at that. Look at just this is one thing he's been so good at this year as well. Is every time I feel like every single time he has a mismatch on him, he recognizes it and says, "Yo, give me the ball," and he's going at the rim. Like that's such a big improvement. Like last year he probably just stays there and just let the offense run. But this year, it feels like it's imperative. It's like a thing with the Cavaliers. If Evan Mobley has someone below like 6'8" on him, give him the ball in the paint and let him do his thing. So coming up the court, they're matching up. They already give it to Emo right away because you got 6'5" Austin Reeves on you. LeBron, AD, they're worried about their thing. He says, "Give me the ball." AD and LeBron aren't even looking. They're switching. He moves like. He first looks at Donovan Mitchell, then he realizes, oh, wait, I got a guard on me? Oh, it's over. I'm going to the paint. Look at that. Aggressive. Get to the rim. Get off me. Lay up off the glass. Because you're just not. He's learning that he's 6'11". He's learning that he's 6'11", and not many people on the court can guard him, especially with the way he can move. So look at this. Just as soon as he gets it, just no. I'm going to the rim. Get off me. Layup. Give me that. That's so big. That's just easy points. Easy points. Easy points for your team right there. Another clip. He's coming up the court again, handling the ball, going right at Braun, and just give me a layup. Again, they're empowering him to let him handle the ball in transition. If you got the rebound or anything and you want to come up the court, Evan, go ahead. So he's coming up the court. The big man, they're running big. Got AD and Jackson. Jackson Hayes is kind of running here. Got to worry about Isaac Okoro. AD's falling behind, worried about Donovan Mitchell. So Emo sees, hey, look at the paint. No one in there. Free cheese. And I got Braun on me. And I know I'm a couple inches bigger than him. Taller than him. And so he's like, all right, little in and out move. Use the off arm. And just off the glass. Braun doesn't want to play defense right now. He's 40. So I'm just going to go right. Look at the aggressive. Just no second thought about it. That's what I love too. No second thought about it. As soon as he sees that mismatch, he's going. He's like, oh, I'm going now. Like there was no even, obviously he looked because he has to look, but look at as soon as he's coming to the court right here, he knows like I'm not giving this ball up for nothing. I'm going right at him, and I'm going to get an easy bucket, soft touch at the rim. Let's go. Next play, ball movement around. They're in a zone. Give it to Emo. He's got a guard on him. And one. Look at that. The recognition right there. See? Lakers are in zone. Ty Jerome having a great season. Well, I might do it with Ty Jerome breakdown maybe at some point too. But they see in the zone. So you got Jackson Hayes at the top of the key in the zone. The centers on the top of the key guarding the guard. And look at everyone down here. Max Christie's about what 6'5". Don Connect's about 6'5". Cam Reddish about 6'6", 6'7". So no one even close to 6'11", 7 foot down here in the paint. So directing traffic, Donovan's got it, and Evan Mobley says, "Oh, hey, hey, hey." He recognized, he saw Don Connect. He was like, "Hey, hey, 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 right at the free throw line. Give me the ball." And look, as soon as he caught the ball, no second thought, no like anything. As soon as he gets the ball, he's like, "Oh, well, like you're at my mercy." Cause now give me that. Going to the paint, spin move, contact, and one. You're not guarding me down here. You're gonna have to foul me. You have to foul me. Because that's the only way I'm not scoring here. Look at that. Just, spin move, layup. The determination, the mindset. The mindset is so good. Love it. The mindset is there. Another game. This is the game they lost against the Boston Celtics. Their first loss. But watching this game, Evan Mobley was the reason the Cavs came back and stayed in this game. If Evan Mobley did not have the game that he had, the Cavs would have lost by 20 in this one. Evan Mobley was so good in this game. I think he had like about 22 and 14 or something like that. So here we go. Getting the ball. Jaylen Brown on me. Post up. High off the glass. There we go. Look at that. Just the recognition. Again, comes off. As soon as he gets the ball, he realizes I got Jaylen Brown on me. He's about 6'6", 6'7". He's 4 or 5 inches shorter than me. So, guess what that means? I'm going to get a bucket. Catches it. Does a little, post up. Shot off the glass. Jaylen Brown's really good defensively too, and got the strength. Even if he doesn't have the height, he has the strength. But Evan Mobley still just found his way to back him down aggressively and get to the rim, get an easy bucket. Next one, little two-man game with Jared Allen. They dive in, and this is the confidence in the three-point shot. It might not go on all the time, but if you have the confidence, So here we go. So he was, because of the play earlier, and because he had a really good second half, Evan Mobley going at Al Horford. Al Horford played amazing defense in this game. Kicks it down to Jared Allen, who's got a mismatch on Drew Holiday. Al Horford recognized that. He's like, "Oh, Evan Mobley, I'll let him shoot." And Allen with great recognition. Look at Emo. As soon as he catches it, he's like, "Oh, I'm shooting this ball." 1-2. The 1-2 step into my shot. Look at that. There was no... Last year, he probably hesitates a little bit on that, or maybe pass it out. But this time, he's like, "No. Give me that ball. I'm shooting it, and I'm cashing it." Green just like this court. I think this is the final play right here in this game. Makes the contest on Jason Tatum. This is what I was talking about, the transition earlier. Ty Jerome gets the rebound. Darius Garland. We're going up the court. Darius Garland figuring out, trying to find Niang. Niang. Back to Garland. Garland immediately give it to A. Mob. Dunk it and one. Let's go. So we already know what he does defensively. I was going to put defensive highlights on here, but I was like, you know what? We already know what Evan Mobley can do defensively. So he gets a good contest on Jason Tatum and starts running right away. Which I said earlier, transition, he's 14 for 18. So he scores a lot in transition. Ty Jerome with the board, come up the court. Darius Garland being the floor general, recognizing, all right, what's going on? Emo's probably down here. Drew Holiday got back. Garland to Niang. Thought he was going to have maybe a kickback three, but Payne Pritchard played good defense. So Niang, he's got to drive. Kick back to Garland. And as soon as he looks, as soon as he catches that ball, he remembers coming down the court, being the good point guard. He remembers Emo's down here with a 6'3" Drew Holiday. So as soon as George gives the ball back, I'm giving this to him because also got the big Neemias Queta's in the corner, and no one else on this court is tall enough as Evan Mobley. Jason Tatum's got the other corner, like he's gonna have the paint all by himself. So that's just great point guard recognition at high IQ. As soon as he gives it, he says, "Oh, Emo, you got it." And Emo, as soon as he catches the ball, one dribble, go up, contact, dunk. On Drew Holiday, who's an amazing defender, by the way. Look at that. Just give me that. One dribble, dunk it. Let's go. But yeah, those are just a few clips. So you can watch so much more clips of every game this season. I want to put more, but I didn't want to make this like a 45-minute video or anything like that. But I just really wanted to show and break down he's having such a great season, and Evan Mobley having this really good season is a huge reason why the Cavs are 19-3 right now. I mean, Evan Mobley is such an impactful player in terms of a winning player. Like, he's going to have a career where he might not have the most points, or he might not average 25 points per game, or might not make All-NBA or 5 or 10 All-Star teams or anything like that. But in terms of wanting a player in your team in terms of helping your team win games, Evan Mobley is that. That's what he does. He's been doing it since day one, since he got here to Cleveland. You know, he's been impacting this team. Defensively, he's just a monster. Defensively, so versatile. But the offensive game is really what we were waiting to see. Like, what is the cap on the offensive end? And honestly, the cap on the offensive end, I mean, obviously, he's still only, 22, 23 years old, so there is really no cap right now. But he might not ever be a 25 point per game scorer or anything like that, 24 points per game scorer. But if he could just be this, where he just gives you a good 18 to 20 points per game with the elite defense, what more can you ask for him? And taking this step this season is such a huge factor because now it doesn't have to rely all on the guards. It doesn't have to be Donovan Mitchell has to score 35 or Darius Garland has to have a 20-10 game for us to be competitive and be in the game. You know, now you have a guy in Evan Mobley that can give you a consistent 17 to 20 points per game where he just is going to be aggressive. He's going to, against every mismatch, anybody under 6'8" that gets guarded by him, you're going to put in the bucket. You know, or at least he's going to try to put you in the bucket. You know, he's going to be willing to take the three. He's going to willing to push the ball in transition and run out in transition, whether it's him with the ball, him without the ball. He's running in transition. That's just an extra body, an extra thing as a defense that you have to, react to. That's an extra body or an extra more protection they have to guard against Evan Mobley. You know, so now opens up so much more for Donovan and Darius to really do their thing. That's also a big reason why Darius is having such a good season, is because Evan Mobley has been so aggressive that's opening up so much more for guys like Darius. Even the bench, guys like Jared Allen. Like, it just opens up so much, and it really puts another level to this team. You know, Evan Mobley having this kind of breakout season, and if he continues to do this for the rest of the season and the rest of his next couple years, it just opens up the Cavs ceiling even more. Because now you don't just have Donovan Mitchell being a superstar and having to score 35 points. Last year in that series against Orlando, he had to score 50 points, 29 straight in the second half for them to even be in the game. No, you have a guy like Evan Mobley now that impacts the game in so many different ways already in terms of defense, and he makes good passes, high IQ guy. But now if he can score like this and be consistent 17 to 20 points that you can rely on and count on, man, that does so much. So Evan Mobley's having such a good year. The Cavaliers in general having a really good year. And, yeah, man, just really excited. As a Cavs fan personally, I love this. I love Emo. I loved him since day one. And I'm happy. Every time I watch him, I just smile because I'm like, man, this is Evan Mobley now. You know, it's so fun to watch. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see some more players and want to see more of this series. I definitely want to do more of this. I really love breaking down tape. I love doing this. So we're probably going to do a little bit more, you know, in the next coming weeks and stuff. If you do like the content, consider subscribing, liking, turn on notifications, do all stuff like that. You know, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.